Oh, I should put my name as Aunty Sophie.
Welcome to the Caribbean Edge Kids Story Time, Patwa Time, our first episode for 2021 with the kids. And we also have an author with us today, Miss Kim Edwards, joining us. So we have a special lineup, special treat for you today. We have the lovely Aunty Sophie represented with her Jamaica flag. So I hope everyone's having a wonderful Sunday because it is a freezing in South Florida, but the sun is out now. So we're doing really, really good. I think it was like 40 something degrees this morning. So welcome. I hope 2021 is treating you well. And keep in mind, if you change your mind, everything else changes for you. So welcome to the Caribbean Edge Kids. I want to welcome, first of all, Kyle to the Caribbean Edge Kids for the first time. Hi, Kyle.
Hello.
Tell us about you, Kyle.
Well, I'm in 7th grade. I go to Wesleyan School in Atlanta, Georgia, and I like playing soccer and I run track and cross country.
Okay, thank you. And what would you like to be when you grow up?
Well, mainly about like I would like my passion is like on being an entrepreneur, but I would also like to be a professional soccer player, but mostly an entrepreneur, so I can like be creative and make money on stuff that I'm passionate about.
Awesome. And we're seeing a lot of young kids wanting to be entrepreneurs. That's so cool. In our generation, we used to have to go to school to think about being a lawyer or a doctor. That's what the island parents stressed to us. And so it's really nice to see young adults, just opening their minds to the possibilities as we are in a very changing world. And I understand you speak some Patois too, because your dad is from Jamaica.
Yes, I do.
So we're gonna play with you this morning, this afternoon. Put in the Patwa to the test. So we're so happy to have you. And we have the beautiful Miss Aryana joining us again. Welcome, young lady. Hi. And you're entering high school.
Yeah.
So tell us about you. What's been going on with you?
Well, I'm in 9th grade and I live in Georgia. In my free time, I mostly paint and I babysit. Yeah, when I grow up, I want to be an engineer. I'm not sure what kind though yet. Yeah.
Good, and I love your hairdo this afternoon. It's so beautiful. You're such a beautiful young lady. Welcome. And Miss Kim, hi, welcome. So nice to have you.
Thank you. Hello, and thanks for having me. My name is Kim Lucretia Edwards. I write under the name of Kim Lucretia, and I write picture books for small children. It was actually a hobby that I turned into my business. I'm a published author. You can find my books at Amazon, Barnes and Nobles. And I love to be creative. And I love children. I love story time and I love crafts. So I took the two things that I was passionate about and created a business. And it's been very fulfilling. I'm so glad that I decided to, go on that path because I definitely know that's what God put me here for.
Absolutely. And you'll be reading one of your books today.
Yes.
And you also have a special treat for our viewers, which I'm excited about.
Yes, yes.
And Aunty Sophie, how's 2021 treating you?
Wait, I am going to treat 2021. I'm not going to wait on 2021 to treat me because the last time I let my guard down, 2020 beat me up. So I decided that I am going to take 2021 in my own hands and I'm going to say it's going to be a beautiful year. And I'm setting that tone right now. So Happy New Year to everybody.
I love the change in the outfit as well.
Yes, man. Me have on. You see, after Christmas we get pretty done. So why not come in my dan? Go something new for the new year. Yes.
Awesome. So Kyle, take us away. Tell us which book you're reading today and why you chose that book.
So I'm reading a book called All Are Welcome by Alexandra Penfold and Susanna Kaufman. So I mainly chose this book because it's about diversity, and that's what this world really needs right now, especially with everything that's been going on. And like, I just think it really needs to be brought up in any way, in every way possible, because it's a big issue that is struggling. Like, that diversity needs to be known to everyone, and not everyone is one way. Everyone is different and unique in their own ways.
Beautiful. Take us away, Kyle.
Okay. So it starts off like, pencils are sharpened in their case, bells are ringing, let's make haste. School's beginning, dreams to chase, all are welcome here. No matter how you start your day, what you wear when you play, or if you come from far away, all are welcome here. In our classroom, safe and sound, fears are lost and hope is found. Raise your hand, we'll go around, all are welcome here. Gather now, let's all take part. We'll play music, we'll make art. We'll share stories from the heart. All are welcome here. Time for lunch, what a spread. A dozen different kinds of bread. Pass it around till everyone's fed. All are welcome here. Open doors, rush outside. We will swing, we will slide. We'll all have fun side by side. All are welcome here. We're part of a community. Our strength is our diversity. A shelter from adversity. All are welcome here. We will learn from each other. Special talents will uncover. There's a big world to discover. All are welcome here. So much to learn, so much to do. And when the busy day is through, can't wait to come back to start anew. All are welcome here. Head for home to get some rest and greet tomorrow ready and fresh. Our time together is the best. All are welcome here. You have a place here. You have a space here. You are all welcome here.
The end.
Yeah, the end. Sorry.
Thank you for that. Oh, we're all welcome. I think 2021 is just a year of hope. And I love that you chose that book as well, because everyone is welcome. Okay, so thank you so much, Kyle. Excellent reader. And we certainly hope that we will certainly follow your career path, whether you open your own business or you delight us with some soccer or football, as we say in Jamaica. Thank you. So sit back and enjoy the rest of the show, because I know Aunty Sophie has some delightful story at the end for us as well. And Aryana, hi, sweetie. Welcome back. What book do you have?
This is Snowmen at Night. And I chose this book because this is one of my little brother's favorite books. So I just wanted to read it. One wintry day, I made a snowman, very round and tall. The next day when I saw him, he was not the same at all. His hat had slipped, his arms drooped down. He really looked a fright. It made me start to wonder, what do snowmen do at night? I think the snowmen start to slide when it gets really dark, off the lawn and down the street, right into the park. They gather in a circle while they wait for all the others, sipping cups of ice-cold cocoa made by snowmen mothers. Then the snowman games begin. They line up in their places, each one anxious for his turn in the snowman races. After everyone has had a chance at racing once or twice, they go on over to the pond to do the skating tricks on ice. Sometimes they start giggling and then they act like clowns. They bump into each other till they all fall down. They gather up their snowballs,
Mm. We lost you there, Aryana.
Woohoo, they yell. This is by far the snowman's biggest throw. Finally, they're tuckered out and getting sleepy, so they slowly gather up their things and one by one they go. So if your snowman's grin is crooked or he's lost a little height, you'll know he's just been doing what snowmen do at night. The end.
Thank you. And we kind of missed you a little bit in there, but thank you. And you said you picked that book for your little brother. What's his name?
Kevin.
And how old
He's
is Kevin? 5. So we're going to have him on the show soon. So thank you. And I know you're doing your art and you wanted to show us your artwork that you just recently sold, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just going to give you access right now so you can show that. Let's see your artwork.
Okay, this is it. It was for one of my brother's very close friends, and she told me that she wanted to represent Black excellence, and that's what I came up with. And it took a while, and it shows her hair, and then I don't know if you read it, but it says, "I'm Black, I'm beautiful, I'm strong," for the background.
Thank you. Quite beautiful. And we are going to post that in our chat as well on the Caribbean Edge and Caribbean Edge Kids. So thank you. And I know last time you were here, you had a beautiful art piece as well. So you have to send them to us and keep sending them to us so we can share them, because we do encourage your artwork to continue as well. Thank you. Beautiful young lady. And so Kim, welcome back.
Yes. Hello
Tell
again.
us about your book and what you're going to read for us today.
Okay, so this is my children's book, Love Is, and we're going to go on a poetic journey as the little girl Amia discovers in her day-to-day activities what love is. Love is more of what we do than what we say. Love is an action word. It's a verb. So this book, I think, is really good. For one, it teaches about kindness, and kindness and love go hand in hand. And because Valentine's Day is approaching, I thought this would be an appropriate book to read. And I would like to share the screen so the readers could see the picture, the illustrations in the book as I read.
So Aryana, you have to make Kim the host.
Okay.
I made her the host.
Can everybody see that? Can everybody?
Yeah.
Okay, you can hear me okay? All right, love is. What? Okay. Okay. Love is helping mommy with the dishes when dinner is done. Love is making sure I clean up my room when I'm finished playing and having fun. Love is using kind words and following the rules, even when I'm not feeling so kind or not wanting to obey. Love is being nice and sharing with others, even when they are not so nice to me and don't want to share. Love is the way mommy looks at me when I've done something good, or even when she's disciplining me. Love is when daddy and I are in the backyard playing soccer and having fun. Love is when Grandma Shaw makes my favorite dish, rice and peas. Love is teaching my little cousin the right things to do and say. Love is controlling my temper when I want to cry and scream after mommy says to me, no, we can't buy that toy today. Love is what I feel when mommy tucks me in at night and gives me lots of kisses. Love is when Grandma Lance comes over, we dance, sing, giggle, and act like silly clowns. Love is when my big sister lets me sleep with her if I'm scared to sleep in my bed at night. She hugs me and says, no need to worry, everything will be all right. Love is peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, and self-control. Love is the language I speak. Love is an action, not just words. Love is what I vow to God and myself that I will do every day. The end.
Awesome. Thank you. So tell us about that book. What's the inspiration behind it, Kim?
Well, this book was inspired by the children that I worked with at one particular elementary school. I was working with them, and they didn't understand what kindness. Unfortunately, they didn't have mom and dads at home who taught them about kindness, and they didn't understand these things. And so I was just trying to think of a way to teach them at their level of understanding what love is. Because when you think about that in a small child, how do you teach them sometimes what love and kindness is? So the story just came to me because I wanted to instill these values in the children that I was working with. I wanted to teach them about love and kindness. I wanted to teach them about how they are valued, and how no matter what they go through, that they matter and they have value. And I thought the first step in that was to teach them about kindness, understanding that kindness is about the words that we use, it's actions, and that being kind is an act of, it's a act of love, and it's a universal language, and it's the simple things that we do, and it makes a difference. So.
Absolutely. Even when you're not feeling it, when you're having a bad day, that's when you have to make the extra effort to be kinder, right?
Yeah. And self-control, it teaches about all sorts of things. It's self-control, like you said, even when somebody does something mean to you, and teaching them that we'll be kind to them. And sometimes when you're kind to other, it makes an impact and it encourages them to be kind. And I wanted them to see the positive impact and how it made them feel good. And then also just to learn self-control, which is very important, and for you to be able to control your emotions and not allow your emotions to control you, and how powerful that is.
Yeah, and we so need that in today's world, just a lot more kindness. So thank you for that inspirational book.
Thank you.
Certainly if you have little ones, it's a great book, and I love all the pictures. I'm glad you shared that with us. And I see the doll behind you as well.
Yes, so this is, these are actually in the making. Hopefully they will be available within the next 2 or 3 months. This book, I love this book, is my most popular book. I have been invited to read this to adults, because even though it's a picture book and it's for children, the message is for everybody, no matter what your age. Because sometimes we have to be reminded, even as adults, we have some very unkind people, and sometimes and the way to change people is that you don't stoop to their level, and that you just be kind to them. And sometimes we need, even when you know, we need to be reminded. We need a gentle reminder. So this is our Amia doll. So I'm excited about her. So I have actually, I think I have more samples coming in next week. So we're gonna finalize her.
Oh, and you got to send us pictures so we can post them as well.
Yes.
It's an amazing message, amazing book, and the doll. Everything is so beautiful. Thank you for representing.
Okay, thank you.
Another author doing her thing and representing young children. And her son is actually Kyle, who read for us first of all. So welcome to you both. Kyle, you must be so proud of mommy. Yeah. Thank you. We'll come back to you because we want to know where to find you, okay, Kim?
Yes.
So,
yes.
Aunty Sophie, tell us what you think so far of these amazing panelists.
Thank you so much for being here today, Kim, Aryana, and Kyle. And I see Kyle wants to follow in mommy's footstep. He wants to be an entrepreneur as well. That business bug, right? Wonderful. Thank you so much. And Kim, thanks for sharing that book. We all enjoy that book, and I love the character you chose, the image that most of our viewers can relate to. And I know Aryana must love that hairdo with a puff. Aryana would say, "Oh, I could be in a book too with my puff." So we appreciate that, and thank you so much. So many little boys and girls feel so conscious about the way they were born and how they look. But here it is, we're getting this encouragement that how you were born, you need to be appreciative of how you were born and what you have. There you are, a star in a book with a puffy hair.
Yes.
Beautiful. Isn't that cute?
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. I'm really, really appreciative of all of you for being here today. Thank you. All right. I hear the love theme and I hear the sharing theme, and I'm going to share my Anancy story with you today. Anancy is not such a good guy, but I'm still going to share him with you because this is one of our it's a part of our cultural or heritage here not here in Jamaica. I feel like I'm in Jamaica. But Anancy stories were first told over 1,000 years ago. And Anancy stories are good that we still share them today. So I keep that in my little bank. Always have my Anancy stories, which is passed down over the years through cultural exposure. Anancy stories were originated in West Africa. They were brought to Jamaica and other parts of the New World by Ashanti slaves and were handed down orally through generations. Anansi exists as a Spider-Man or a combination of both. And Anansi is, unfortunately, not a goody two shoes, but he's greedy, lazy, inventive, and cunning and smart into the extreme. Anansi loves a joke, and when he's not sleeping, he's always up to something. Before I continue to read, though, I want to go back to Auntie Dawn. Auntie Dawn, take it away because I think I'm normally at the end. So if you want to throw it back to you and you do what you can, and then, or let me know.
No problem. All right, so we want to have some fun with the kids for some Patwa. So Aryana speaks no Patwa at all. And Kyle says he's an expert. Kyle's dad is Jamaican.
So has Kyle been to Jamaica?
Yes.
He has
Kyle.
visited.
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Yes, I
All
have.
right. Go ahead.
So
I have been 4 times. Yes.
4 times. So where you love about Jamaica?
Come on, me know plenty things about Jamaica.
Sure, sure. So where you know? Tell me what you do when you go yard.
Yeah, man. Let me think. We go. Me go. Visit my grandpa. Him live and yeah, me eat the food there. It me yum it up.
You name up your food.
Yeah,
So
man.
what's your favorite dish?
Mm. Uh, Aki and saltfish.
Woo, woo. So our national dish, ackee and saltfish, but today you name up pancake.
Come on, me yum up pancake.
So we found that out just before the show. So we don't want to leave Aryana out. So one of the things we say in Jamaica is anmigel. We're anmigel. So that means the middle of our hand. So Kyle, can you put that in a sentence for us?
Say the word again.
My anmigel scratch me.
Wait. The what? Wait, say it.
My
over.
hand, the center of my hand is scratching me.
Okay. Me the scratch me.
My anmigel scratch me, to scratch me. So Aryana, are you able to say that?
I've never heard that before.
My hand middle scratch me.
Hand,
Middle
say
scratch me.
say
So
it again.
my hand middle scratch me.
My hand middle,
Scratch me.
scratch me.
Yeah. So let's say my nose is scratching me. I would say my nose scratch me. So it's like your nose is scratching you. My nose scratch me. That's probably easier than the hand middle, right?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. All right. So Aryana, we have to test you a little more. So me nyam up my breakfast. Meaning I ate up my breakfast, right? Me nyam my breakfast.
Yam my breakfast.
Yes, there you go. Me nyam my breakfast. Clean, clean. We like to add extra words to me nyam my breakfast. Clean, clean, meaning the plate is clean. You want to try that one? Me nyam my breakfast. Clean, clean.
Yam my breakfast. Clean, clean.
See there? You got it. See, that means you got it right. Let's see. The bus left me. Kyle, what does that mean?
The bus that left me, right?
The bus left me.
That means the bus left. Yeah.
Yeah. See, pretty easy. So now you say the bus left me.
The bus left me.
Yeah. See there? Let's see. I didn't burn my hand. Say that to us in Patwa. I didn't burn my hand.
Me not for burn me hand. Me not burn me hand.
Yeah, burn my hand, yeah. We also say walk good, meaning take care. Bye, we always say that, and then walk good. So when you're leaving your friends, especially if they're Jamaicans, you just say walk good.
Walk good, yeah.
Walk good. Aryana, you have any Jamaican friends?
Yeah, not too many though. Like one, I think.
So tell them bye. So walk good.
Walk good.
Walk good. There you go. And for you guys, your children, even though you're like teenagers now, but we call you Pitney. So if we want to say the Pitney them do good today, that means you guys did an awesome job today. You did great. You did good. So say it, Aryana. The Pitney them do good today.
The picnic them that did good today.
There you go. How about you, Kyle? The picnic them do good today.
Uh, the picnic didn't do good today.
See there? Sure, your parents proud of you, but no daddy down there smile from head to toe. Thank you for joining us for a little bit of Patwa so we can have some fun during story time. So, Auntie Sophie, back to you.
Thank you, Auntie Dawn, and thank you, kids, for participating with us. So now when you hear the Patois words, you can kind of remember you heard some of it on the Caribbean Edge Kids. All right. So I started earlier by explaining to you about our culture and the folklore that we have, which is Anancy, folklore creature Anancy. So now I'm going to read to you how it came to be, how we decided that, well, actually, how it was decided that Anancy had 8 legs. Why Anancy has 8 thin legs. Once upon a time, a long time ago, there lived a spider named Anancy. Anancy's wife was a very good cook, but always Anancy loved to taste the food that others in the village made for themselves and for their families. One day, he stopped by Rabbit's house. Rabbit was his good friend. There are greens in your pot, cried Anancy excitedly. Anancy loved greens. They're not quite done, said Rabbit, but they will be soon. Stay and eat with me. I would love to, Rabbit, but I have some things to do, Anancy said hurriedly. If he waited at Rabbit's house, Rabbit would certainly give him jobs to do. Anancy was lazy. I know, said Anancy. I'll spin a web. I'll tie one end around my leg and one end to your pot. When the greens are done, tug on the web and I'll come running. Rabbit thought it was a great idea, and so it was done. I smell beans, Anansi sniffed excitedly as he ambled along. Delicious beans cooking in a pot. Come eat our beans with us, cried the monkeys. They are almost done. I would love to, Father Monkey, said Anansi. And again, Anansi suggested he spin a web with one end tied around his leg and one end tied to his leg. Father Monkey thought that was a good idea. All his children thought so too. So it was done. I said, sweet potatoes, Anansi sniffed happily as he ambled along. Sweet potatoes and honey, I do believe. Anansi called his friend Hog. My pot is full of sweet potatoes and honey. Come share my food with me, said Hog. I would love to, said Anansi. And again, Anansi suggested that he spun a web with one end tied around his leg and one end tied to the sweet potato pot. His friend Hog thought that was a good idea, and so it was done. By the time Anansi arrived at the river, he had one web tied to each of his 8 legs. This was a wonderful idea, Anansi told himself proudly. I wonder whose pot will be ready first. Just then, Anansi felt a tug at his leg. Huh? Said Anansi. That is the web string tied to the rabbit's greens. He felt another and another. Anansi was pulled 3 ways at once. Oh dear, said Anansi as he felt the 4th web string pull. Just then he felt the 5th web string tug and the 6th and the 7th and the 8th. Anansi was pulled this way and that way. As everyone pulled on the web strings at once, his legs were pulled thinner and thinner and thinner, and Nancy rolled quickly into the river. When all the webs had washed away, Anansi pulled himself painfully up on the shore. Oh my, sighed Anansi. perhaps that was not such a good idea after all. To this day, Anancy the spider has 8 very thin legs, and he never got any food that day at all. So Nancy the trickster, his trick backfired, and he never got any food, but he now has 8 thin legs. Jack Mandora, me no choose none. The end. So that is how we end our Anansi stories with Jack Mandora, me no choose none. Okay, so each Anansi story sets the tone or sets the pace for how this mythical creature was created. So this is the very start of how Anansi got his 8 thin legs. And as you follow the program, you'll hear more about Anansi and how he's up to no good or the tricks that he plays on his various friends and how sometimes they backfire. There's always a moral too. Not always naughty, not always reap well. Okay? Thank you. Back to you, Auntie Dawn.
Thank you, Auntie Sophie. So, what I love about what Auntie Sophie does, especially with Anansi stories, is just share our rich Caribbean, African culture and heritage. So, a lot of us grew up in the Caribbean hearing Anansi stories. Some of us didn't. So, even the adults like myself look forward to hearing Anansi stories. But the fact that we can now use social media to share these stories with the rest of the world and share something else that we're proud of in Jamaica is just absolutely phenomenal. So we thank Auntie Sophie for always bringing us these beautiful Anansi stories. So Kim, I want to switch to you and just tell us how we can find you.
Okay, you can find my books again. You can go to barnesandnobles.com, or you can head over to my website. It's kimlucretia.com. And on my site, I don't just feature the books that I have written and published, but I do have some other children's books on there that are my favorites that you can purchase. And then I have a line of t-shirts and fun things for moms and kids. And one of those I just wanted to show real quick for kids. I have this t-shirt. I don't know if you can see it there. And it says that I was created for greatness. It's a t-shirt line that I started for kids quite a few years ago, because another children's book that I've written, it talks about that we all were created for greatness. God put us here to do great things. We're all unique. We all have gifts and talents. And I just wanted I want all small children to know that, and I want them to confidently speak that, that I was created for greatness. So there's t-shirts such as this, and I just want them to, all of us, to walk in that, especially the kids. We have to start with the little ones. It's a mindset, and when you get that and understand, it's about loving yourself. And that is just my purpose in doing everything that I do, and starting with the little ones, to know that you are loved, you are valued, you are talented. There's no, comparison is the thief of joy, but I want them to joyfully walk into the person that God created them to be, flaws and all. We all, have some things that we need to correct, but it's just standing in who you are and God created you to be. And we all are, I always say, we're like a beautiful flower garden. And I just want the kids to know that.
Thank you. You're doing amazing work, and I love that shirt and the message that it's sending to all of us, adults as well as our children. And just like we mentioned, it's a mindset, you know, how you get up every day and set the tone for the day and how you go to bed at night.
Yes.
Which is the powerful message that everyone has shared on this episode today. And I do know you're doing something special for the Caribbean Edge viewers as well, where they'll get a 30% discount.
Yes.
And
On
it's
everything on the website, whatever. I have a like hoodies, everything with just beautiful, different sayings. So yes.
okay. So it's TCE Kids 30. So
Yes.
TCE Kids 30, and you'll get 30% off. So we certainly appreciate that from the Caribbean Edge Kids and from our viewers. And I see quite a few people watching. Thank you so much. And I see Desmond saying, LOL, I'm enjoying this. So we're here to laugh and have fun, educate, and inspire. Yes. So we thank our viewers for tuning in. Remember to check out Kim, get your discount. These are amazing gifts. And Kim, we certainly would love to have you back. And our kids are always welcome back as well. So thank you, Kyle, Aryana, and Kim, for joining us today.
Thank you.
Aunty Sophie, any parting words?
Oh, she's muted.
Auntie Dawn, you see my mouse giving me a little I found my mouse. What a name to give this little gadget, a mouse. Yes, but again, thank you all so much. And to the older kids on the program, we thank you for staying with us. I know how hard it is to tear you away from your devices, but thank you so much. Like, oh, you're getting withdrawal now, Auntie Dawn. We have to wrap up. So thank you, Kyle. Thank you, Aryana. And Aryana is an artist, right? She's the person so who knows, one day you probably may be featured in Kim's book by being an illustrator. Who knows? You never know. She may do something for Kim. So thank you, Kim. Keep up the good work. We appreciate you. And of course, we wish you all the best, all three of you, for 2021.
Thank you. Thank you.
Walk
Thank you.
good.
Well, good. And Aryana, all A's at the end of the year. Good luck in high school. Good luck, Kyle. And to all our kids, have a wonderful day. Walk good. And thanks for tuning in to the Caribbean Edge Kids. One love. Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.